Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the two Dum Yinzers. This is episode 196. What's up, brother?
What up, homie?
What's up? Mike is ill. He's under the
Yes.
weather. Got a little something going on.
I'm dying. I feel
Is it a cold or is it a?
It's a cold.
fever?
Oh, it's cold. I got a fever. My throat hurts. I'm congested. I feel like I might die on air.
Hey, it'd be great for the show, man.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Pimp my death for profits. I don't give a fuck.
Add in the comments if you want to see Mike die today. We can make that happen for you.
Meh. I'm okay with it today. It'd be better than the way I feel. Jesus.
Yeah. I'll tell
I
you
almost pooped my pants.
Oh, see, that'd be classic.
I'm driving and I was like, whoop. That was a long 16-minute car ride.
And isn't the ride to your house an hour usually?
Yeah, it's it was like 40 minutes due to traffic, and then like 60 minutes away from my house. I'm like, something did not feel right. Oh, it was a rough one.
Did you have a lot of diarrhea?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I felt better. My butthole didn't feel better, but my stomach felt better. Yeah, my kid's been sick for a couple weeks. About a week now.
So,
I can't get sick. Work will fucking kill me if I get sick.
Yeah, you got way too much going on. You can't get sick.
Oh.
So I come to the conclusion when I woke up this morning. I do my best thinking when I'm asleep.
I know what you mean.
You know? Well, two things. You want I should tell you about my dream first or my idea?
Ooh, Let's hear the idea.
All right. So, here's the idea. Being, I'm kind of I'm kind of in the middle because a couple of things. Well, one, you don't feel well.
Mm-hmm.
And today is the eve of the Big Mac eating contest.
Oh,
which could certainly play a role in issues with your stomach, which is where you're having your problems. So that's the problem. However, it's just a temporary issue because even if we don't do the Big Mac eating contest tomorrow, but we do make it up and we do the Big Mac. I mean, if you feel good tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. But if you don't, we'll certainly postpone it. And the idea was this: whenever I was sleeping, I thought to myself, through sleep, let's make it interesting. Why don't we? And if you win the Big Mac eating contest, Mike, meaning you either eat more than I do or eat the same amount in a quicker time, for winning. Maybe I was thinking, how about I shave my hair? I'll shave my head. And if you lose and I eat more Big Macs or mine in a faster time, since your hair is already gone, we draw with a marker a big penis on your forehead for 5 days in a row on the show. So 5 days, you'll have a dick on your face.
I can't go. Yeah, but then I wouldn't be able to go to work.
Well, no, it will wash it off. It's only for the show. You'll come home, put the dick on your face. We'll use Sharpie, it's whatever.
Put Sharpie, also known as a permanent marker,
or whatever. I don't know. I don't have extensive marker knowledge, but I'm sure there's some markers that are certainly a lot more washable, like the Crayola washable markers, and we'll put a big dick right across your forehead for all 5 shows next week.
Why don't you wear the dick on your face?
Well, mine is more permanent. If I shave all my hair,
I can shave my beard.
You shave your beard all the time. That's no fun.
No, I don't take it all the way off.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm not putting a...
Listen, you want to shave your beard off if you lose. That's the thing.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I thought that's where you were going. I was about to cause a fit. No,
okay,
I'm not
so you don't. Okay, so you don't have to do that. I just granted your wish. You don't have to shave your beard off. So mine.
I was agreeing with you there for a second.
So mine, like I said, I'm completely gonna shave my hair off. Bald, I'll go bald.
Yeah.
And like I said, it'll be temporary. It'll be just for the show, and then after the show, you could wash the dick off your face. But
that's usually when I tell my dates.
Yes, exactly. Which goes to my other dream or my other thing. So let that bounce around. We'll talk at the end of the show.
Oh, something's bouncing off my face. Wait, what?
Yes, exactly. Mike, you there is a good chance. There's a 50-50 chance you're gonna have dick on your face.
$20, $20.
And the other part, have you ever had I kind of like to call it sleep revenge sex. And let me explain real quick. There's ever been a situation in your life where there was a chick and you had a pretty good chance, but for whatever reason you just didn't do her. In some time in your life, she pops up and you're just like, fuck this. I know I'm dreaming, and you go in for the kill. I had that last night. It was this girl that I used to talk to back in the day, and it was even all set up. We were supposed to get together and hang out, and I did. I kind of bitched out, But I ran into her last night in my dream, and Pound Town, USA, baby. I went in for the kill. I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna not do this again.
There you go. Hey, maybe that's the universe telling you. Look her up.
No, I did. I did, and she's not that great looking, so I think I'm gonna pass. But the memory, the image in my mind that I recall, what she looked like is what she looked like in a dream. So that kind of worked out. I'll take that.
Hey, there you go.
I'll take it.
Oh, fuck me. I'm tired.
So that's what I came up with when I was sleeping.
Drawing a dick on my face and you going to Pound Town.
Yeah.
I don't like those two together. I don't like those two together. But hey, man,
don't be scared.
If that's what you needed, man, if I was the wingman, if I was, Ron Francis to your Mario,
that is what I need.
Setting up the assist. Hey, man, team player all the way.
That is 100% what I need.
Jesus Christ, this episode's off to a great start.
Welcome to episode 196, everybody. Mike, we're just a few days away. Just a few days, dude. Monday, Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday could be the first day of your dick face days, but Cyber Monday will be episode 200. Boy, would that be perfect? That would be the day we would start your dick face.
No, it would not, because I'm delirious right now, and I might agree to these terms if you keep talking about it.
You did agree to already.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I said I would shave my beard because I thought that's what you were going to say, and I was going to fight you on.
That is so no. I mean, that's something that people would expect you to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would want to turn in every day to see you with dick on your face. That would be
that speaks volumes to you.
Yes.
You know me, I don't judge whatever gets you through the day, but
and I'll dig up the like I said, I'll find one of them Crayola washable markers. And it'll only be for an hour. 5 hours all week, not bad.
Yeah.
I'm done, that's it.
Until I try to wash it off and it doesn't come off.
Well, that's a whole other you problem, but
I like how everything becomes a Mike problem. It's never a Ryan problem. It's a Mike problem. I like it. We'll think about it.
We'll think
the monster in the back. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll think this one through thoroughly. Last night, Monday Night Football, the 49ers take down the Arizona Cardinals. I'm sorry, 38-10. You and I both took the 49ers in that game. Colt McCoy looked a lot like Colt McCoy. San Francisco's getting better. They're only 6-4, and I thought they were a little bit better than that. But I'm not as concerned because they're a 6-4 getting better. They're not a 7-1 or an 8-1 team that loses 40-3 like Minnesota did. So now, as I'm looking at my NFC teams, and my pick was the 49ers and the Eagles for the championship weekend. And then I started to second guess myself with Minnesota playing so well and winning last week against Buffalo. But you know what? After watching San Francisco last night, I'm not going to change it. San Francisco is pretty good, man. They're all plugged in at the right places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they go ahead.
No, I was going to say that, and they're getting hot at the right time of the year.
Yeah,
and that's like the key for like a lot of teams to win a championship, no matter the sport, is getting hot at the right time.
Absolutely,
playing your best football or whatever sport it is, playing your bets at that last half of the season.
And you know how I go on and on about the '95 Steelers season where they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Coyotes. That was the same exact thing, man. Like I said, they'd started 3-4, and then they got hot. They won 7 of the next 8 games, went into the playoffs hot, and just sizzled out at the wrong time. You know what I mean? I don't know if you recall that Hail Mary pass in the Indianapolis Colts game where Jim Harbaugh. I think that game literally took it out of them, and that was their big game. That was their big win.
Yeah. Well, do you look at even like Ben's first Super Bowl run, Cowher's first Super Bowl? They had to win the final 6 games to even qualify, and then they won 3 on the road against the top 3 teams in the AFC to make it to the Super Bowl. So they caught fire at the right time.
Absolutely.
You had all these teams that were dominant all year long, but once they got to the playoffs, it fell apart for them. It's just got to get hot at the right time, because very rarely do you go wire to wire.
Right. Nobody.
It's a rare feat.
Like Miami did it, and maybe New England, but New England sizzled out, and
but you gotta play your best when it matters most at the second half of the season.
Another thing I came across, I didn't think of this, but the other day we were watching the Steeler game, and the play clock got to 0, and the whistle would blow, and the referees, they wait till it gets to 0, and then they look at their clock, and it's a whole other second. Somebody on Twitter made a really great suggestion, and I thought this was a fantastic idea. Why don't they have a similar clock to the NBA buzzer? And as soon as that clock gets to 0, because 0 is 0, you know what I mean? And once it gets to 0, that thing goes off, and if the the center hasn't snapped it yet, then that's a power. I don't understand why something like that maybe could solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, because you see it a lot. Like it'll be at 0, then like 2, 3, 4 seconds go by, then the play's called, and the refs are like, "Oh yeah, it was good."
Yeah,
and then it happens to like your team. It hit 0, then boom, flag. You're like, whoa. Like, and even you hear the announcers say, "Oh, normally you're given that extra second because they look up and see that it's 0, then they call the thing." Like, no, like you should just be looking at that. There should be one person pre-snap just looking at the clock.
Yeah,
because it's there for a reason.
And the thing is, they're all down on the field. Them clocks are huge. They're in the end zone.
Yeah, you're staring right at them.
6 to 8 referees or whatever it is that they're I refuse to believe that nobody sees that clock. You know what I mean?
It's stupid. It's there. You just, when it's 0, you throw it. It's like, we can't call holding all the time, because you call it every single time. Call it every single time till they stop fucking holding.
Yeah.
Just call delay a game every time. There won't be any more delay of games.
Yeah, right.
Unless it's a true delay a game, just call it. Who gives a
right? I mean, you don't mind stopping the game the other 50 times.
You'll ticky-tacky every other call except for those ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's the consistency.
Absolutely.
And the calls. If they made it consistent, yeah, it'd be awesome. But it's weird. Like, some ref crews will give you a second, after it hits 0. Others will give you 2 seconds. Others are like, no, it's 0, boom, it's a flag. It's frustrating.
Absolutely. So maybe, just maybe, one day we'll get something like that makes sense, and
want that big ass buzzer.
Yeah, big buzzer.
Or like the stadium lights flash.
Yeah, like that ring.
Then everyone goes into an epileptic fit. It'd be awesome.
Like the ring that's about halfway that has the scoreboard on it. Have that, turn red, and then even on television. Yes, or on TV when you're watching, have a light around the score box or something, and it lights up or something, so everybody knows. Be on the same page. I think that's fair. This week, Mike, we had an accomplishment. Our captain, the captain, Sidney Crosby, Mike, was named NHL's first star of the week after putting out 4 goals and 7 assists in 4 games, including 2 4-point nights. Go Sid.
Only 11 points that week. What a bum. This is like when people are like, oh, Sid's down. Oh, his numbers are down. Malkin's out producing them. And then, yeah, steady Sid, just the train on the tracks just keeps on a rolling.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stop him. He's averages almost 2 points a game in his career. Dude's a machine.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't. Even like when he doesn't, come across flashy, he's doing the little thing right, and he's next thing you know, like, how did he end up with like 3 assists in this game? What the hell happened?
Yeah. And the people that talk shit, I mean, it's because they know he's good. It's like I was talking about Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Look at this guy.
Look at this bum fucking Brady. You suck. Fuck you, Crosby. What you ever win besides multiple gold medals and Stanley Cups?
Right. Work just got a little bit more difficult for our friend Chase Claypool, who left the Steelers, went to the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields is injured. He was injured the other day, Mike. It's day to day.
Yeah.
But still, there's a chance. I mean, there's a chance he may not play. There's a chance you might see a backup. There's a chance you might have injured Justin Fields. So, if you're looking forward to Clay putting up big points, I wouldn't go with him on your fantasy team this week.
I'm looking for Claypool to do anything. I wouldn't look forward to it. He has what? 3-4 catches since he's gone to Chicago.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very underwhelming. Yeah, even like with the amount of points and yards, or at least the points they're putting up. Fields isn't throwing for a lot of yards, but he's completing a lot of passes, but not for a lot of yardage. But my God, you think you target your tall receiver, and Claypool's Claypool.
Yeah.
He just doesn't put it together.
Yeah, his career is going to be interesting to keep an eye on because, I mean, if this is what we're going to get the whole time, we're going to be able to sit back and be like, dude, remember those first 10 games? What the fuck happened to you, man?
I thought he was going to be another Martavius Bryant.
Yeah.
Like, without the weed. Talk about, speaking of, I know where you're going with this.
We are going to see Martavius here in the XFL starting February 18th. I can't wait, Mike. I can't wait to watch some XFL. And I'm just super excited that it's extending football. Football's not going to be over at the Super Bowl. We're just going to keep watching. I wish they would have leagues all year around because I would watch football opposed to other things.
Like this version, the second version of the XFL was very exciting. And then unfortunately, the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Because they was producing some good football, not great football, better than college, not as good as the NFL, but it was fun to watch.
And it was better. It was better than XFL 1.
Yeah, way better than that. Way better than the USFL. It was good. I liked it.
With XFL 1, they were just throwing shit against the wall to see if it would stick.
Yeah, just try new things out. Hey, but like the Sky Cam, everyone loves the Sky Cam. That started with the XFL.
Yeah.
And the NFL stole that idea and ran with it.
I did too. There was a few things I personally like, and I think it's kind of crazy that I like it, but I like the way that they did the kickoff in XFL 1. You recall?
I remember the coin toss.
Yeah, the coin toss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where they would put the ball at like the 20, 25-yard line, and two guys would literally race and bump each other over to try to dive on it to I like that. I dig it. It's a lot more physical than the NFL is going to like because injuries, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, the first two people who did it, one of them separated their shoulder.
Yeah, so you can't let the guys be physical in football. So, but I do like that idea. I like that idea, and I do like the fact that today Mike is, of course.
Madam, I request that you immediately send me pictures detailing your beautiful bosom in support of the national holiday known as Titty Tuesday.
Titty Tuesday, Mike. There you go. There we are. Tuesday of the week of Thanksgiving, everybody. Everybody's going to be getting their big dinner ready for Thursday. Have you ever eaten your Thanksgiving dinner, Mike, and thought to yourself about an hour later, man, I am so fucking hungry. What can I eat? Is anything open? Can I go get something?
Right? I'm done with this food. Let me go get something. Yeah. Something
you different. Eat it, it makes you super tired. You take your nap, and then you get up and you're in the mood for something else. You're thinking, I could go for a McDonald's burger, it's anything.
Yeah.
I often do that. I just I like it. I like it the one time a year. We spoke earlier. Why don't people do it all year? But I do. I'm content. I have my meal, and after that, I really don't want to know more.
No, I'll keep going back.
Yeah,
Especially if there's sweet potatoes. Oh,
well, usually all the good stuff's gone. By the time you get to you want to get to the
yeah,
leftovers of stuffing, it's not there. Everybody kills
yeah.
stuffing, mashed
Stuffing's
potatoes,
yep.
and it's usually them few things that nobody eats all of.
Like
The beans or
the beans, the
whatever.
green bean casserole, which is
Yes.
fucking disgusting. I
Why
will
people
fight
bring that?
people on that. Fuck green bean casserole. Fuck
Yeah.
casseroles in general, but green bean casseroles in particular.
Yeah, what's the thought process? Oh, I'll make green bean casserole, guys. I'll bring
Like
the green bean casserole.
no, you're good. We got green beans. That's enough. Why ruin something good?
Mm,
Why fuck it up more?
yeah.
Oh,
So,
I'm getting fired up. All right, that's
uh,
just my fever and the delirium kicking in.
um,
I took my socks off. Now I'm fucking cold.
no, I wish you would have
Before
done
it's
that. At
hot.
least,
I need like a wet nurse or some shit to come take care of me.
yeah.
I think I got the man flu.
Hmm.
Man flu's no joke.
Pitt opens up at 7-point favorites over Miami this week, Mike, down in Miami. Hopefully 8-4 is in our future at Pitt. But you know what I can see, like we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, is losing teams that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Miami, they just they beat us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
They're just an organization that always beats our organization.
mhm.
It is what it is, and I'll be surprised. I will be surprised if Pitt finishes this off with this win
I,
this coming week.
I think they got it. I think they're gonna pull out the victory this week.
Miami's weird. They'll play everybody the way they played everybody this
Yeah.
season, and as
And
soon
then
as they
pick up.
play us, they turn into this.
They turn back into the U. You know,
Yeah. They're not
yeah.
Miami anymore. They're the U.
Yeah. It's weird, but I don't know, man. Just hand the ball off. Let a bandit canter run. How hard is that? Boom, here you go. Boom, here you go.
Yeah.
You need a break? All right, get a drink of water. Then you're going back out there. We're just gonna run the ball.
Yeah. So we got big games this weekend, Mike. I can't wait to the Michigan and Ohio State game. Not a big fan of either, but you know what?
Me either.
Playing three, you can't wait to see who wins. What kind of
Uh-huh.
implications it's going to have in the playoffs? I think it's going to have very little. I think whichever I believe these two teams will be in the playoffs.
I can see it. It all depends on like the way the rest of the teams fall, but I can see it.
But like somebody like Tennessee, who was just on the outside, they went and got blown out by 40 points last week.
Yeah.
I think ultimately when you look at the teams, and you say these are the four best teams. Ohio State and Michigan have to be in that. And if they would make a decision to go with a team other than those two teams, I think that it's going to be, well, I think it will be a stretch. I think that Michigan, Ohio State both should be in the playoffs along with Georgia, and TCU is the team that I question.
But if they win out.
But if they win out, yes.
Like I see it. Like,
if you see TCU playing Georgia, I don't think that could be a good game. I don't.
No, no, it's kind of like Cincinnati last year. They snuck in and then got beat by Bama. But no, if Ohio State, Michigan, if neither team gets blown out in the losses, it's a close game.
Yeah,
I can see them. They should hang around because you're going to either lose to the second or third ranked team in the nation.
Yeah.
Like, you really shouldn't drop that far. You should more or less stay where you're at or drop one spot.
I agree. I think no matter what should happen, providing Ohio State doesn't beat Michigan 63 to 10, I think that those are two of the four best teams, and they should definitely be in there. However, we will see. That's why they play the game, and I can't wait, Mike. I will be watching that Big Ten matchup. Couple things about the Steelers, Mike. Comments. I was catching post game, all the spit flying around the room. Let's see what some people had to say about the game the other day. Oh, first of all, the defense gave over 400 yards, Mike. The defense gave up over 400 yards,
Not
37 points. That is not good. Right off the top, and if it just happened out of nowhere, but it's been so consistently bad. This is with your great TJ Watt back in the lineup. This is with your great Minkah Fitzpatrick back in the lineup. This is with a pretty healthy defense. Cam actually having a good day. So, with all those things happening, you still managed to give up 400 yards plus and 37 points. That, of course, is something that maybe we should be looking at. A lot of the criticism going toward the offense for the first half of the season, which I don't think we should give up on. I believe that there's still things that need to be fixed and and improved. However, this defense, I think we have to come up with something, and we have to come up with something fast, because we are developing a whole new set of problems and issues going into the draft.
Yeah, it was not a pretty night for the defense. I'm gonna say, like, outside of TJ Watt, man, it was a bad game.
Yeah,
most part of the round. Some stuff I was watching. Speaking about the defense, man, they were isolating on Devin Bush. He had a pretty good game, not a great game, but he was being so assertive. Just, if he wasn't going to be able to make the tackle, he was blowing up the lineman that was, like, in the lead block position.
Yeah.
Just trying to, helping out that way. So there are some encouraging signs on this defense, but your highest paid defense in the league, over $120 million on that defense, you got to be better. You have to be so much better.
Giving up,
it was disappointed. And I don't want to hear the 3 and outs. They were bad before they had a bunch of 3 and outs.
Yeah. The thing was, this isn't a team that's been consistently good. They're not consistently passing the ball over the place. They should be. They should be a pretty good team passing, but the fact is they're just not. They're not lately, at least this season, they're not. This shouldn't have been a team that was able to put up over 400 plus yards and 37 points. Huge. However, that's only half the problem. On the other half, we have comments. We have some comments from some Bengals players and such. So let me go ahead and touch on some of these. Bengals right tackle, Leo Collins. TJ knew he had to line up against me. So, shit, at the end of the game, he was crying to the referees. I'll see him next year. So that was one of the ballsy comments that I heard, because literally that was just talking shit. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything that we were doing. It wasn't anything. It was just straight talking shit. I can't wait till TJ Watt lines up against him next year.
Well, he lined up against him this game and held him down.
Yeah, for the most part. We got a sack and interception from that position,
but still, for the most part, after
open things up for Cam and Highsmith to also get back there.
But he still held his own against them.
He held his own, no doubt. Jermaine Pratt, Mike, Bengals linebacker. We knew what they were going to do. They like to run the same plays over and over again.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
But this is also, typical Bengals.
Absolutely.
After a win against the Steelers, and they just run their mouths.
Absolutely.
Like, they even, earlier this year in the first game of the season when we beat them, they were running their mouths after they lost. That's all they do. They just run their mouths no matter what.
That is what Cincinnati is good at. They're not good at really much of anything else. Running their mouths.
Yeah, that's all they're going to do is just run their mouths. So it doesn't surprise me at all. I kind of laughed when I read all those too. I was like, okay.
Even Cam Hayward says the Steelers' defense was mind-boggling. Mind-boggling was what Cam said about the Steelers' defense.
Mind-boggling how bad you were against the, screen passes and running backs and tight ends.
And Tomlin finally says, Mike Tomlin admits he was outcoached. They had a great game plan for us. I don't know how they couldn't have. If they've ever played Tecmo Bowl, maybe Madden 2 or 3 times in their life, they would have been able to put together a good game plan to play the game plan that we have out there. Mike Tomlin looked he looked stumped at one point. I recall during the game, he's standing there with this look on his face, and I think that he truly didn't know what to do at a certain point in the game.
Yeah. And that, like we said the other day, that's rare for him, because we noticed when we were watching the game, there was like no adjustments on offense or defense, and that's
right.
Atypical. We may lose game, may get out coached, but at least like adjustments were made, and I just don't think they probably thought, hey man, all right, we got our defense back. We're just gonna scheme the way we normally scheme, and we're gonna confuse them, and we're gonna stop them, and it didn't happen, and it was like, oh shit. You can have a plan, but once you get punched in the mouth, how well is that plan going to work out?
Right.
And it didn't. And, I give him credit. He admitted, like, hey, they got us. And that's what you want to hear a coach say. You don't want to
Yeah.
hear him go, "Oh, well, this, that." No, I want
I'd like
that
to hear.
accountability. That's like, hey,
I'd like to hear
we
why
fucked
he
up.
believes that we lost as well, though. I mean, I want to hear
Yeah,
that as well. I don't want to
yeah,
just hear that, oh, he beat us and go on. I want your thoughts on why you felt that way. But
yeah,
you're right. He did. He was accountable and
yeah.
blah
And
blah blah.
that's
We could, you know.
yeah, that's I just don't want a coach to sit there. I don't want him to pull a Zach Wilson, Mr. 9 of 22, 70 some odd yards. Go, I didn't let the defense down.
Yeah.
I don't want someone like that. Shit, man, just say, yeah, we lost. They were better than us. They had a better plan than us, and fuck it.
How about
At the end of the day, it's like, what can you do? Just say fuck it and move on. Like
how about the
shit
Steelers
happens.
ran nine times on second down and 9 or 10 to go. They ran 9 times on second down with 9 or 10 to go. And
They,
also, Mike, they draw, and everybody remembers this play. It was 3rd and 25, trailing by 4 in the fourth quarter, and on a 3rd and 25, and you run a draw play, which is a play that you run in that situation in different situations, not when you're down a touchdown in the fourth quarter, um, trailing by 4. It's a whole different game plan. You go a different direction. Of course, you want to move the ball, and the
mhm.
draw was a bit, like I said, hey diddle diddle, Ray Rice up the middle. You remember 3rd and 27, but it was a totally different situation. Ray Rice did run the ball for 27
Uh-huh.
plus yards to get a first down. What we did was completely ludicrous, and I think it left everybody scratching their head
Yeah.
watching the game on Sunday.
Like when I saw that play, I'm like, is that Eric Pegram back there? Because that was always the play. That was always the play. No matter like down in distance when it was, or no matter where we were in the field when it was that long drop, 15, 20 yards you needed for a first. It was that draw play to Eric Pegram. I
Give
had
it to
flashbacks.
Pee-wee.
I had flashbacks. This is not the 90s anymore, boys. Just air it out.
I could recall. I could just hear Myron Cope. Give it to Pee-wee.
Oh,
Remember he
incoherent
called him
drunken
Pee-wee.
dwarf. Uh, but yeah, but that running on 9 times on second down of
Yeah.
and long to go. That's the classic. They don't think we're gonna do it, so we're gonna do it. But they know we're gonna do it, but they don't think. But I know
Yeah.
they know that we're not gonna do it because I don't think they're gonna think that we would be dumb enough to do it, and then we were dumb enough to do it, and they were
Yeah.
smart enough to know. Yeah, they're dumb enough to do it.
We're playing dumb. That's a good word, dumb. I think
Yeah.
that we're playing dumb.
But still, though, there's nothing wrong with running the ball on second down and long.
No,
'Cause you
there's
just
not,
pick it up. But
unless
you
you're
have
gonna
to pass,
you
you
have
have
to
to pass
mix it
consist
up.
yeah, you have to
You
mix it up. That's
and
the
that's
big
exactly what the what was the linebacker said, Pratt.
yeah.
Says we know what they're gonna do. They like to run the same play over
Yeah.
and over again. There's no strategy to that. That's basically
No.
going out and going through the motions and saying that we don't plan on trying to win this game. We're just gonna go out here and do this, and I don't like it.
No, we're running the same plays because you don't trust the quarterback or because you don't have the imagination to actually call anything else.
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. And the reason I say that is because he hasn't had no interceptions in the last 2 games. And again, we could pick him apart and say bad things, but last 2 games was the problem. Prior to was interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And moving forward, and everybody's kind of saying, dude, you got to let him just throw the ball down the field and make mistakes and throw intercept. That's part of the growing in the league, and I
Uh-huh.
agree with that 100%. So that I think is allowing them to not exercise their imagination in a sense.
Uh-huh.
That they're almost. I say just quit being scared at this point. Balls to the wall. You're not going to win those fucking Super Bowl this year. You're not
Yeah.
going to go to the playoffs this year. And if you do, it's going to be a short trip, and you might as well not even.
Yeah.
So I think that this team, they got to start doing some things different, and running the ball in that situation was certainly not one.
No, it's not. It was stupid. It was idiotic. But that's what I come to expect from Matt Canada.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
At the end of the day, I think we could all agree on
yeah,
that.
like these people I see on Twitter and even in the media, they get all fired up about Matt Canada. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. You're not shocked. You're not surprised. You're just being outraged to be outraged. You know what's going to happen. It should not bother you at this point. You should just roll your eyes at it.
Mm.
Like, yeah, this idiot did. Oh, we had successful run plays, so let's do a reverse. Successful run plays. Let's run a screen. Oh, we're passing the ball all over the place. Let's do a screen pass. Let's do a trick play here. That doesn't work. That's Matt Canada. You just roll your eyes at this point. You know what's going to happen. Don't let it frustrate you.
I guarantee, I promise he is fired immediately after this season. I don't think they're going to fire him during the season. I think that they know that there's no chance. There's really no sense. I do believe immediately when this season is over, Matt Canada will lose his job.
He will, and I just find it funny that like all these people are like, "Oh, just wait till Ben's gone and we get to get Matt Canada's full offense in there. We can do all this. It's going to be great." 2 games in, fire him. He's the worst. I'm like, all a bunch of.
That's one thing about me. I never really talked that great about Matt Canada, and I'm prideful of that. I'm glad that I never did, so I don't have to cover my ass.
Me either. I was just like, just let Ben call the offense because we saw like when they went no huddle, what could happen.
Yeah.
When Ben called the plays last year, this offense moved.
I mean, the guy's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's the 5th best quarterback ever. If you can't trust this guy to do that and let him just run the offense and score points, then you know what? You're not doing the job as a coach. One more thing in the NFL related before we move on, Mike. Antonio Brown back in the news again.
Shit.
He posts Giselle pics with no clothes on. I'm liking this Antonio Brown. I'm liking this troll of AB that keeps poking at Tom Brady. And I have a couple of comments about Tom Brady here in a second, but you know what? Every time that Antonio Brown keeps popping up, he's almost in the same sense that Kanye or Elon. He has to come up with something that's going to get people talking, and I just think that that's where he is right now because he's not as significant as he was. People, and he just has to find that way to keep people talking about him.
But back to these pictures. That's disgusting behavior. And where would someone find those pictures? Where would someone put those pictures? It's just so disgusting. But where would you find them?
Here's my thing with Tom. And you know what? I never liked him. I don't like him. We're from Pittsburgh. Yeah. We hate Tom Brady. But you know what? This bitch, fuck her. Here's my thing. She was certainly not being faithful because she called the divorce lawyers a month ago, and less than a month ago, and she was already out on a yacht in Costa Rica with this other guy. There's no chance that she just met this guy in the last 3 weeks with the kids, going through a divorce, this, that, and the other, and she found time to meet this guy. And I just don't believe it. I think that she's an idiot. Get rid of her. You're Tom Brady. You're the GOAT. You're the best football player that ever existed. And for this lady to be pissed that you wanted to play one more season and accumulate your records and stacking them to be the greatest player ever, I think that's selfish on her part. That's his career. He's the best ever. And if she can't deal with that, you know what? Maybe it's the best thing that happened. He should get the sulkiness out, get back out there. Again, you're Tom Brady. You could bang pretty much any chick out there. I mean, come on, seriously. Even if the girl's like, if Tom Brady comes walking up to you and says, hey, babe, it's going to be a whole different story. I just think that she's the idiot. Screw her. And I'm not a Tom Brady guy, but I do have his back in this whole situation.
Oh, I'm hashtag Team Giselle all the way. I would not let Tom Brady's golden locks and stunning features confuse me. I am Team Giselle all the way. My man was like, baby, I'm retired. I'm done. Oh, Adam Schefter said that shit? Oh, fuck that shit, baby. I'm going back in. And she had all these plans, and he just ruined them. Because if she's like me, you give me a plan, that's what we're doing. And okay. Oh, you want to dumb fuck up my plan? Well, I'm going to fuck up your life. I'm going to get me a yacht. I'm going to get me a hot pool boy. Yeah, let's go.
The rest of his life now. He's going to retire.
She made more money than he did. He was the pauper. Bye. She was the rich one. He was the poor one. She was trolling. She was trolling. She was scraping the bottom of the barrel getting this schlub.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag call me baby.
I'd be so excited if I was Tom Brady. Like I said, he gets to kind of start over fresh. I mean, now your career's done.
He's a weirdo, though. He's a weirdo.
Well, he is a weirdo, but
he's a weirdo.
I'm talking just generally men. I would be excited. You're starting over fresh. You got your career behind you. You got money. You got all this stuff. You're the best football player ever. Like I said, you know what? She's hot, but she's not even one of the hottest girls out there. I see plenty of chicks that I think is even hotter. So I'd go younger and hotter.
No, give me Giselle.
So now, Mike, we have a little bit to talk about in the whole football.
Oh,
category.
Yeah.
As let me take a look what's going on here.
Oh, I know what's going on.
So yesterday, Mike, we had the early game, in the Pool B was England over Iran. We actually spoke about
Yes.
before we got off the air. England beats Iran 6-2. The game that was on as we were talking was Senegal and the Netherlands. Netherlands ends up winning that game 2-0. And then back to Pool B, the game that we were talking about was the game right after the show ended was the U.S. versus Wales. Now, here's my thing, Mike. You know I'm not a big soccer guy, but I definitely need some kind of guidance. Now, you're having this competition, this big soccer tournament, and teams tie.
Yes.
I'm just not used to sports where that's more of a foreign thing. Hockey was like that forever. You could finish with a tie. I mean, I guess in football you finish with ties too, but it's not that common. Where in soccer it's more common to finish with the score being the tie. So that's my concern. I just don't understand, how does this play out now?
Okay.
If you go through full time, extra time, second time, time after that, all these times, and you still have the same score at the end of the game, how does that play going forward with it being a tournament?
Right now it's in the group stage. So you have 4 teams per group. I believe the top 2 teams per group move on to the knockout stage. So right now it ends in a tie after extra time. That's fine because you get 3 points for a win, 0 for a loss, 1 for a draw, and boom, boom. All the games are played, seeding. All right, everyone moves on. So now once you're into the knockout stage, you'll play until there's a winner. Either it's going to score in extra time or you're going to penalty kicks. So you'll play the full 90, play a half, like a short half, play a short half, and then I think it's on to penalty kicks. That's how they decided in knockout stage. Right now, group stage, you play the full 90, and once it's tied, it's tied. That's ball game, boys. It's ball game. You get your point, go home. And then next round, from then on to the end of the tournament, if it's tied, you're playing until there's a winner. We're going to find a winner somehow.
So we did the USA team in Wales. They came to a tie yesterday, 1-1.
Oh, typical U.S. men's fashion.
U.S. will play again on Friday at 2:00. They play England, Mike. England, who again they beat Iran. So 2 teams. England had the win, and USA had a draw. So is that going to be a good game? England, and the U.S.
God, we need to get a point out of this. We need to get a point big time because we had the lead in Wales. We gave up a late penalty because this typical U.S. men's national team get the lead and then play conservative and not try to add to the lead. This thing has been happening for years, ever since we had the World Cup in America. We would get a lead and just play conservative. It's no matter who the coach is, that's just how we play, and I hate it. It pisses me off because we always blow the lead in these type of situations.
And it doesn't seem to be real successful because we're not really that great, right? I mean, maybe we tried a different approach.
Yeah, well, you would think, but no, it's just it always just seems to be the way. But best case scenario is we draw England because we need them to draw. We need Wales to draw again, and then we have to beat Iran and hope England beats Wales for us to move on. Conceding those 2 points was huge.
Yeah,
because
in Pool C, Pool C, there was an upset. Saudi Arabia beats Argentina. This was huge, a huge upset. 2-1, Saudi Arabia over Argentina. That's the talk of the day. Is this big upset?
It is. My God. In the 10th minute. God, who scored? Messi scored on a penalty kick, I believe it was. I'm pulling it up right here. I vaguely saw it earlier. Yeah, he scored on a penalty, and then Saudi Arabia just bounces back, and they score 2 straight in the second half. It was. I'm trying to pull up the stats here. It's not coming up the way I want it to, but yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the 48th minute and the 53rd minute in the second half, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so that is a lot of talk. You're seeing that trend. It's viral. Mike, also in the C and D pools, this morning, Denmark played Tunisia. I did not catch a final score on that.
They tied. They tied. I believe that's what I saw.
Right now, I do believe in Pool C, Mexico and Poland is playing as we speak.
Yes.
And this afternoon at 2:00, our Eastern Standard Time, we have France versus Australia in Pool D. So there you go. We got Futbol is underway, Mike.
Yes.
Mike is excited.
I am. I love it. Even if I don't have time to watch the games because my stupid work schedule. It's nice to follow along online and see what's going on. Oh God, I love it. I love it. It's the world's most popular sport in the world. I love it, and it
Would you
makes.
be more excited to watch the Monday Night Football game next week while you're at work, the Colts and
Uh-huh.
Steelers, or would you be more excited to watch a one of these soccer games, the
No,
World
one
Soccer?
any World Cup game over the Steelers and the Colts.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, yes. God, yes.
I don't think you could pay me to watch but you know what? I'm following it. That's a big step in the right
Yeah,
direction for me with
yeah.
soccer. I'm following it. That's something. One more final news headline, Mike, from the soccer from Futbol on the other side of the planet right now, Qatar. USA during the USA Wales game, a fan was forced to change his pride shirt before entering the US Wales match. It was a soccer shirt that had the rainbow on it, and it
Uh-huh.
was pride. And he was forced to change his shirt before entering the arena on the other side of the planet in Qatar. What's your opinion on that?
Well, one, it's their country and they're the host nation. They can tell you what you can wear and wear not. But like they said, like a lot of the stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, you can wear it. You can do this. People had like armbands that were specially made that had different stuff on them, and then all of a sudden, it's a no go. Same thing with the alcohol. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll have alcohol here. We'll allow it, even though we don't allow it. Everyone gets there, boom, they take it away. So it's on one hand, yeah, that's your culture. Just tell people like you're not gonna be able to do
Yeah.
that. And then okay, you can't
Because that's why
go,
we're voting, and that's why
yeah,
we're choosing to come to your country.
yeah, you can't say we're gonna allow all this, and then when everyone's there, go, no.
Yeah, you lying
No.
fucks.
Yeah, yeah. It's the hypocrisy for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no. No.
Mm.
Just say from the beginning, yes, and keep it going, or no and don't, and just move on.
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah.
I don't care for that. I understand that it's it's their culture. They make the
Uh-huh.
rules. I'm surprised that they don't have us with fucking robes and things over our heads running
Uh-huh.
around out there playing soccer. But you know what? We're fortunate that that's not the case, and this is the biggest problem we have, I guess. You know what, Mike? That seems to be for right now one of the last stories in sports. So you know what that means.
Yes. The
Rapidly melt
news.
the news. Rapidly melting glaciers are releasing a staggering load of unknown bacteria, Mike. Are we going to be dead before you know it?
I hope so. The way I feel right now,
Uh,
I am burning up. I'm falling asleep sitting here.
yeah.
Like I'm trying to follow along. I wish for the sweet release of this new bacteria to come kill me. This trap bacteria from the Neolithic era, the Croatoa era, I can't even say any of the right eras now.
Are you taking vitamin C at all?
I'm taking vitamin C. D's nuts.
See, now that's what I started to get sick, and not sick, but I started getting this cold like everybody else has, and my sinuses got real tight and the whole thing. And I started taking vitamin C every day, and then at night when I went to bed, I took a NyQuil. So those two things together, it straightened me out pretty quick, man. I mean, I have a
Dude,
little stuffiness going on, but
uh-huh.
I could feel it's not going in the wrong direction.
No, I like what I did today is one, I didn't take any cold medicine, which I did yesterday and I felt fine. But after work, I grabbed the kid's NyQuil
Hmm.
or Dayquil because he didn't want to drink it. And it was like honey, and I thought it was like regular adult NyQuil, and I just chugged half a bottle and I didn't realize it. So that might be killing me or making me feel better. So I'm not sure.
Either way.
Either win-win.
Sheets announcing a drop when unleaded 88 gas to $1.99 during Thanksgiving week. So there you have that. What's the 88? I know that everyone always goes 87, 89, 93. Is that a special blend? And is there a reason? Is people not gonna get it because it's the 88 and that's why they dropped it to $1.99? What's the
It's
what,
that mid octane because I usually do the 87 octane.
yeah,
I
most
or
people do.
I think I don't know what the fuck is. I just saw that they was like going to be $1.99.
Yeah, right. $1.99. Hey, if you could get down to Sheets anytime this week and fill up your gas tank, you're going to save half the money that you would be paying anyway. So
Yeah.
why not get down there? And here we're
Oh,
ready.
it's the E15 gas, a blend of gasoline, 50% ethanol. So who knows? Who knows if it's good for my car? I don't
Yeah,
know. I'll throw it in there, see what happens. If it blows up, fuck yeah. Hopefully I'm
yeah.
in it. I can be like that Tesla.
Yeah. And I keep hearing that everyone's commenting they shouldn't have put that car out with water. They should use foam. I always thought that to be true. You can't put water on electrical fires, right? Is that the standard, or am I
I don't
wrong?
know. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Fuck it.
Denny's unveils a $5.99 T-shirt that lets you get free breakfast all year. If you buy this T-shirt at Denny's, it's for $5.99. But then you wear it every single time you go to Denny's, you get your breakfast free for an entire year.
That's a fucking steal.
Absolutely. I'm about to go to Sheetz, then go to Denny's because you know what? Look at the money. Look at the money you're saving.
Because you buy that shirt, get yourself a Grand Slam breakfast, come back the next time, you buy 2 more Grand Slam breakfasts, fucking paid for.
Every day, Mike, you could go.
And get some free every day, go get some free breakfast. You don't have to cook. If it's on the way to work, fucking perfect. Take that shit off, change. You're good to go. I am so fucked up right now.
Let's see. Pong. You remember the game Pong, Mike?
Boom, boom,
yes.
boom.
They even have a monkey playing it now with his brain. They're so advanced that this monkey could literally play the game with his brain. It's amazing. Well, Pong, the inventor from Pong, now he made Steve Jobs back when Steve Jobs was first, getting into the business. And the Pong inventor made Steve Jobs work night shift because of his bad BO.
I like it. I like it. I have never been a fan.
Which is why Mike is on the overnight shift. Oh, they never told me.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but like fuck Steve Jobs. I always hated Steve Jobs.
Yeah. I see this morning that what's her face? Elon is bumping back his checkmark program because he wants to make sure everything is right.
Make sure everything's right. Not that I've rushed this and couldn't meet deadlines.
And not what he wants to do apparently is he's going to have different colored check marks now. It's not going to be just all blue. If you're a company, you have blue. If you're a celebrity, you have green, let's say.
Oh my God.
If you're a regular person but you're verified, you have white. So there's going to be different layers of check marks for you. So
oh my God.
This guy's a genius, ain't he?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna solve a problem that I created and make myself look awesome.
That's what he's been doing ever since he walked into this building.
He's
just tearing down,
yeah,
and building back up with new problems.
Yeah, like not even making anything better. He thought it was. I'm just gonna go in there and this. Like people were quitting. He's begging them to come back. It's fucking. Oh,
like
he's losing.
Lugnut, or what was that one guy's name? I can't remember what it was.
If someone's name's Lugnut, they're my friend. I want to be.
He was one of the guys. Remember, there was a picture of Elon and 2 guys, and it was like, I had to call these 2 back, and the one guy's name was like Ludwig, or I can't remember.
Oh no, I'm going with Lugnut.
I like.
I'm gonna start calling. I'm gonna find someone at work and I'm like, all right, thanks, Lugnut. Yeah. See if it sticks. Just call everyone. Just Lugnut until it sticks.
Yeah. And finally, Mike, Snoop launches a pet accessory brand. Now your dog can dress just like Snoop. I want the blue Crip outfit that he wore for the Super Bowl. That is what I would like my dog. If I had a dog, I would definitely get that for my dog because that is it was satisfying.
I want that, or like the old school Penguin jersey that he wore in a couple videos.
Yeah.
Where I want like the old school Snoop. I don't want Grandpa Snoop. I don't want my dog dressing up like Grandpa Snoop. I want my dog dressing up like Gangsta Snoop.
I don't want him wearing anything that Marsha Clark, or what's her name, Marsha Stewart wear.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah, her too. I don't want that. I want.
Hey man,
I want gin and juice Snoop.
Hey man, she's certified gangsta, man. She did not snitch. She did not roll. Snoop taught her the game, man. He was like, listen.
I swear, if I see her with no clothes on, I'm gonna freak out. I read something. We may have even talked about it on the show before, but there was something where they did a shot, some kind of picture of her, and she didn't have any shirt on.
I don't see that.
Who wants to see that? Even older people that would be interested in seeing
like not even out of a curiosity.
People aren't really turned on by Marsha Stewart. I just don't. I don't see it.
Hey, you never know. Different strokes for different folks.
And that, everybody, was today's.
The news.
You know what? Today's Tuesday. We're already almost halfway through the week here in another day. You know, if P doesn't get back on this show and talk about this damn soccer, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He goes on and on about the soccer. You guys got to talk soccer. Soccer's, it's a big thing.
He asked one question. Hey, you guys gonna talk the World Cup?
And you go on and on about it. And I don't know. I hope that P comes back this week at some point.
Oh, he will. He's probably going to be watching later. He might be watching live now, catching up to us.
And he's probably going to turn
or he's just enraptured by our epic commentary. He can't respond.
Understandable.
Or judging by the comments, he had a little too much to drink and sleeping it off. My man.
Mike, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about the website, man?
If I can, dumyinzers.com. Go over there. We have links to YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, 3 major platforms you can find us on. We have links to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our email address, all at 2dumyinzers.com.
There you have it, everybody. And don't forget, we are on all week from Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day. Please keep continuing to check us out. And the show that we do that particular day, for example, this show will be uploaded at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, this evening. And that'll be on Spotify if you just want to go listen to the show and don't have time to watch or whatnot. Mike, so yesterday we started our how well do you know your enemy segment for the week, the trivia that we do every day at the tail end of our show. And this week it's the Indianapolis Colts trivia because we play the Colts this coming Monday night. So yesterday I think you nailed it.
Yes, I did.
You did. It was a kicker question. It was about Mike Vanderjagt. And you nailed it. So today is going to be no different. It's going to be another Indianapolis Colts question. How well do you think you're going to do today?
Oh, that's about the end of my Colts knowledge.
Well, I'm gonna make it a little easier for you. Today's question does have multiple choice.
All right,
it will have multiple choice. What do you say? You want to give it a go?
Let's do this.
All right, here we go, everybody. Here we go. This is today's trivia question. This is about the Indianapolis Colts. Mike is trying to go 2 for 2 for the week. Here we go. How many league MVPs did Peyton Manning win? How many league MVPs did Peyton Manning win? And here's your choices. Was it A, 5, B, 3, C, 6, or D, 4? It will either be 5, 3, 4, 5, or 6, not in that order. One more time. How many league MVPs did Peyton Manning win? 5, 3, 6, or 4? And go.
I honestly don't know. I'm going to have to make a good guess here because, man, you had to compete with what? Obviously Tom Brady himself. Who else was up there at that time? He overlapped with Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they had a
there were a lot of good players in there in that time. That man.
Yeah. So I mean, this is one if you don't know, taking a guess would be your best option.
Yeah.
So let me give me the options one more time. Was it 5 times, 3 times, 6 times, or 4 times? Again, that's 5 through 6, not in that order. Mike pencils down. Do you have a guess? What do you want to go with, Mike? What do you want to go with on this one?
I'm gonna go with 4.
4. Peyton Manning is 4 league MVPs.
I was leaning towards 3 at first, but no, I'm gonna change my answer to 4.
All right. So is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Let's lock you in over here. All right, got Mike in place, and then one more time. How many times did Peyton Manning win the league MVP? And the choices are 5, 3, 6, and 4. Mike said 4. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that, of course, is oh, so sorry. So close.
Damn it.
So close. I'll give you a hint. It was within the numbers that was given.
Yeah.
Mike, the answer was 5. It was very close. You had 4. It was 5. Damn. I was trying to come up with something really witty and creative and just shit out. But yes, it was 5. He had 5. That's come on, geez, oh man, 5 MVPs in your career. The guy was amazing. He was hard to watch because he was so damn anal with his play calling
Yes,
and his
yes.
changing plays. And I remember playing a video game, playing against him. They had him the same exact way. And you're on defense and you're waiting for the other team to snap the ball, and he's stopping and going like this and yelling out. And it was frustrating for you as a video game player. You can imagine
Oh,
what he did to
yeah.
other teams. So there you have it, everybody. Mike, unfortunately, he just missed that by one single season, which is fine. Hey, you still got 3 games, 3 trivia tries left this week, Mike. I think you're going to do really well.
Yay!
Does your sick ass have anything to say before we take off, man? You're not going to shit yourself or throw up?
No. Buy yourself, if you're sick, get some Kids Dayquil with honey. That shit is legit. You feel so good after you drink it. I don't know if it's the medicine that's
you look
making me
great, man.
delirious or what, but I'm feeling fine. I'm flying, bro. I'm so fucked up right now.
But there you have it.
Kids Dayquil honey is shit.
Dayquil honey, everybody. There you go. And everybody, you want to make sure you keep tuning in because we will be talking more soccer moving forward.
Football, World Cup, baby. It only comes around every 4 years.
There you go. Sounds like my sex life, but hey, that's beside the point.
I was going to say like my herpes.
The penicillin never really clears them up, But hey, we do appreciate each and every one of you. We please encourage you to, please continue to check us out. We love each and every one of you. We are 100% thankful.
Yes,
and for the 2 Dum Yinzers, Ryan, Mike, we'll see you.